Alright, hello everybody and welcome to another Final Fantasy Friday. Here with me, Jim the editor, and with us as always, our reliable friend, Chris from Pokemaniacal. Hey Chris.
Good morning.
How you doing today?
I'm alive, more or less.
Yeah? Whoa, that's me speaking to myself. Should we get into it?
Why not?
Alright, here we go. Now, where were we?
Well, as I recall, we've just managed to cross the Thunder Plains.
Yeah, made it to Macalania, more out of the fact that we needed to get to a save point than being ready to be here, which is always a good feeling. Oh, it's these dickheads.
Lady Yuna, it is good to see you made it through safely. And, if I may, congratulations on your betrothal.
Maester Seymour's people are expecting you.
Oh, good.
Take that road to go to Macalania Temple.
Don't take this road. We don't like you.
What is that way? Is that Bevel? Or is that the Calmlands?
So yeah.
I always find this map this part of the map really screwy because it's where about 3 or 4 things intersect, right? I'm a bit worried about the monsters in this area, or the fiends in this area.
It's fine. It's fine.
We'll see.
We've got a black mage. We've got a white mage. We've got. Oh, look how good at this unit is.
I mean, yeah, Yuna is pretty good at this. I'll give her that. Riku, less good at this.
Yuna is so good at being Rocker.
Yuna's better than Waka at doing some things that Waka does. So let's see if that continues. Oh wow, that's a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Okay, Riku, you can go away. And do you know what Waka can do? Waka can throw up Null Tide.
Oh, he can do that. That's true. Yeah.
And now we don't have to stand.
We can use strategy.
Yeah, we can use strategy. The first time in this game, thanks to Yuna draining everyone's health like an evil vampire. And then Titus can come in and pretend he can magic. There we go. Good work, Titus. He gets a little pat on the head.
He's excellent at magic.
He is a magic. And then we can drain, and then everything's all good. And we won our first battle in Macalania Woods. Thinking isn't solving anything. Oh, we have level things to do. What's Lulu got here? Delay attack. Useful. Yuna's going to get some more accuracy.
Very useful?
Not really. Kamari's going to do Kamari things. He's going...
Oh, that's a grim stretch that he's on.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. See, this is why we need Anna in the chat. Where was Riku going?
I think we just changed our mind about what Riku was doing is the problem.
Yeah, because Auron was going to be... Anna in the chat. Where is Anna? So
where Riku is right now, she must be going that way.
So she was going... Oh, that's right, because she was going to take her revenge on the Thunder Gods by...
That's right, yes.
By gaining control over all the elements.
Yeah.
Anyway, we don't... Sorry, Anna. We figured this out without you. And then Auron was going to become Riku, wasn't he?
Yes. Auron the Sneaky Thief.
Auron the Sneak Thief. And Waka was still doing Waka things.
No, Waka was not doing Waka things. That was the whole point.
Well, relative to things that Waka does. Our Walker was still doing our Walker things.
Yes.
I'm a little sad that chat is empty right now, so if you are watching, please say hello in the chat. We're used to being inundated with Anna messages by now. Hope she's alright. Happy Thanksgiving to all our American folk, by the way.
Well, happy turkey thing.
I got some feedback from an old friend of mine, acquaintance of yours, Chris, who said she was very much enjoying the series.
Oh, what was that?
Jen Capito, who did her... you remember Jen?
I do.
Yeah, she did her honours degree at the same time as us at the University of Auckland. I stayed at her flat when I was in New Zealand this past February. So big shout out to Jen, who's listening out there. She's not listening live because she's a busy person and has other things to do, which you've got to respect, but
Fair enough.
she's trying to catch up on the series, so when she gets to this is a nice little bonus. So hi to Jen.
Hello.
In the meantime, Riku is thunderbolting. Nice.
Thought so.
Nice work. Right, so I'm a little apprehensive about going into this so early, Chris, but before we started, you mentioned you have a Pokemon fact for me.
Here. Hello, Eleanor. Yeah, I did have a thing to share. I had a Pokemon fact that I learned this morning against my will.
You learned it against your will.
You'll understand the phrasing when I explain it to you.
Is this going to be in the vein of what is it? Hot Skitty Whale Lord action?
It's in that general league, yes.
Okay, Chris. What is it?
Okay, so I learned this from Twitter. This is.
I've told you to stop learning things from that site.
Yeah, I know. This is quoting one of the localizers who worked on the Japanese version of Pokemon Red and Blue. On the English version, sorry. This is what we have. So, Lickitung. Lickitung is Pokemon number 108. Yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, I assume you don't actually know the number and are willing to trust me. The Japanese word for 108 is shakuhachi.
Yeah.
This rhymes with shakuhachi, which is the Japanese word for blowjob.
Right, so Lickitung is a pun.
Yeah.
Lickitung's entire name, his entire existence, is a pun.
Yeah, the fact that it is Pokemon number 108 specifically.
That's disappointing. That's disappointing from Game Freak, I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know if that's the word I would have used.
Well, it's the word I'm using. Disappointing. Game Freak, I'm disappointed.
I mean, they wouldn't admit that they did this on purpose, right?
I mean, it comes, I think, into the realm of something that we were discussing yesterday. If you want to talk about that, I don't know if you wanted to yet before your article comes out.
Remind me what it was.
About the coloration of the next Pokemon you're working on for your blog entry.
Yeah, well, I wound up not talking about it in the entry, so I think maybe we should.
Yeah, go for it. So what are you working on at the moment, Chris?
We were talking about Galarian Rapidash, the Galar form of Rapidash. Which instead of being a fire Pokemon like original Rapidash is a fairy. And it's white with blue and pink hair.
You might need
And
to
what a lot.
you might need to repeat that, Chris. You faded out a little bit there.
Oh,
So it's
sorry,
white
yeah, it's-
with pink hair.
Pink and blue.
Pink and blue,
It's got a sort of stripy mane and tail. It gets this wonderful sort of swirling look to it. And a lot of people have pointed out, have noticed that these are white, pink, and blue are the colors of the Triton's Pride flag. And you sort of wonder, is this kind of... Is that entirely coincidence because these are just colors that a fairy might have on the basis of the general aesthetic that they also have in the group? Or is this some kind of like wing to that community while maintaining like plausible deniability if anyone else asks about it?
Which feeds into the Lickitung fact because plausible deniability, right? So this one is, I think, a much nicer nod than the Lickitung nod.
Yeah, it is also. This is also like 20 years later, so it's not the same people on the team.
And it was the 90s. A lot of weird things happened in the 90s, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Ren and Stimpy was a thing in the 90s.
I never watched Ren and Stimpy, and I am fine with that.
Chris, I think you've missed out. I will say. Yeah, I think you've missed out. It was certainly a thing. It was a product of a time.
It's a ringing endorsement there.
I mean, you know, I'm not gonna say that it was art, but it was certainly a thing.
Again, ringing endorsement.
Well. What can you do? Call it how I see it. Oh, Titus is dead. Now this is the I nearly this is the Pokemon. This is the fiend that I thought we'd have most trouble with.
This is what you were worried about?
Yeah, this is what I was worried about because its attacks do a lot of damage. Actually,
it is a substantial enemy if your entire party is useless.
Which, I mean, our party's not useless, it's just subpar.
Use impaired.
Use impaired, I will allow. But it does mean that we get to talk about the game for a change. Because,
Does it?
yeah, because this is, of course, a chimera. Based on something that we know things about.
Well, yes, I suppose so. I mean, it's a Greek mythological creature.
Yeah. How does this rank as depictions of chimera go, Chris, do you think?
Well, it does seem to have an extra head.
So, take us through what the myth of the chimera was.
The myth of the chimera is it's a monster that was slain by the hero Bellerophon riding the winged horse Pegasus.
Yeah.
That's you're skipping details, but like that's basically it. And the chimera is, I think it's typically a lion with, or at least it has a lion, and it has a goat's head kind of sticking out of its back, and its tail is a snake.
Yeah,
And it breathes fire.
and this one seems to be a bull, a lion, a snake, and an eagle.
Yeah.
So they've taken some licenses there. Certainly.
Yeah, but it's not the spirit of that thing. Like it's a composite creature with too many heads.
Aren't we all,
fire
Chris?
is there.
I said, aren't we all?
What are you a composite of, Jim?
We're all colonies, right? In theory, I suppose.
Are we?
Yeah, we're all millions and millions of microbes thrown together on this crazy space we call ourselves.
Hmm.
Or do you think...
You don't, for example, have a shark fin or something that you've been hiding from me all this time?
Well, we're good friends, but we're not that good friends, Chris. I don't know if you would know. Oh man, I can't believe we only have slice and dice. We're so far through this game compared to where I normally get the next things. Energy rain. I have thought at time to time, like, oh, this would be I've got a spare hour. I don't have spare hours at all these days, but thought to myself that I've had
20 minutes.
I thought I've had a spare hour, and I'm like, oh, it would be really great to just do a little grind here. But nope. I'm not playing this game without you. Oh, shice! Oh no! Damn it! Trying to talk and press buttons at the same time, turns out doesn't work. But yeah, I didn't want to do any behind-the-scenes grinding, because I think that would be cheating to some extent. It wouldn't be within the spirit of this playthrough of messing everyone up if suddenly we were away for a week and everyone got good, as it were. I feel like people need to see the struggle.
Yeah, I suppose there's an argument for that.
Plenty of arguments against it as well, to be honest.
I don't know. I would happily allow to go do some behind the scenes grinding, but
no, it's fine. If I did anything behind the scenes, it would be Blitzball, and I would.
Control here.
If we did anything behind the scenes, it would be Blitzball, and I'd probably show it, and not including you in that would be my gift to you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Ah, not a problem. Not a problem. Yeah, this might actually help. I mean, not specifically those two.
Does Titus have?
How much what?
MP. Oh, he's got a decent amount.
92 MP, he's solid.
He can cast a couple of those without burning out.
I mean, almost literally a couple, yeah. Okay, so he needs to go, I think.
The second level ones are, 8 mana apart?
I think they're more than that. I think they might be 16, but I'll check. I mean, we can check next battle, right?
The third level ones are 16, I think.
Seems low when you can get 999, and life is 18. You want to... Yeah, might as well.
No, life is 14, isn't it?
Who knows? Not me, is the answer. I'm an unreliable narrator. Story of my life. Story of your life. So you've been working on, you were saying, the Galarian Rapidash reviewy thing for the blog. How's that been going? Anything you want to let us know here? Any previews?
Not especially.
No, everyone has to wait.
I just got to finish writing the conclusion. Hopefully that'll go up later today. There's some stuff about Scottish unicorns, which is quite exciting.
Yeah, that is a weird one, isn't it?
Scotland having unicorns.
I mean, not literally, of course, but the kind of the Scottish. Ooh. Okay. Oh boy is right. Let's get Bron out here.
I can agree with that.
No, not Scotland literally having unicorns, but the unicorn being the symbol of the Scottish, or one of the symbols of the Scottish crown.
I mean, it doesn't literally have unicorns?
I'm
so disappointed.
I mean, I've lived there for 6 years and never seen one, but then again, I'm not female, I'm not a virgin.
Shy
so...
creatures.
Yeah, and as you point out, they normally only kind of appear to virgin women, isn't it?
Traditionally, yeah.
So I am not that, so it would make sense for me to not have encountered one even if they were there. Been a few deer, and one.
I think you can. I think other people can see them. Like it's not that they're that they're not hidden from sight or anything like that. They're just very fast and very strong. You can't catch them. You need to be a virtuous maiden to pacify them.
Well, sadly, I'm not that. Is Elena still in the chat? Can she confirm whether she's seen or caught a unicorn in Scotland? Also, she asked which Pokemon is number 69, Chris. Do you know that off the top of your head?
Off the top of my head, no. 69. It might. Oh dear! It might be Bellsprout.
Chris.
No.
You better be like if you brought that up, you better be right.
Oh no! It is Bellsprout.
Oh.
I just checked it. It is.
Well, that's simultaneously impressive that you knew that off the top of your head, but also deeply, deeply troubling.
Yeah.
And for anyone that doesn't know what we're talking about, Google it.
No, don't. Anyone who doesn't know what we're talking about, do not Google it.
Turn safe search off and just Google. I don't know. What would you Google, Chris, if you were trying to find this out?
I hope Bron isn't watching this.
Bron's not watching this. Yeah, okay. Bron might watch this later. It's You're right. I take that note. So, Galarian, so talk about Scotland and it being the national emblem. I think they really missed a trick, Chris.
In what way?
When James the 6th and 1st, or 5th and 1st, or whatever numbers he was. Yes, that one. When he unified the crowns, he chose to do away with the Welsh dragon in favour of the unicorn. How amazing would it be if the British coat of arms had a dragon on one side and a unicorn on the other?
It would be fantastic.
I want to ask a question, but I want to be delicate with how I phrase it. So, the unicorn at Brasenose, which was the Oxford College that I attended, of course, they have the unicorn up as well. That unicorn is known for a certain prominent feature that's not its horn.
When you say a certain prominent feature,
that is all I will say. Because
and when you say not its horn,
Guardian should fight, not think.
that is all I will say. Is the does the Scottish unicorn share that feature, or are apparently the people who made that specific unicorn just perverts?
If that prominent feature is what it sounds like you're implying, yeah, I think Brasenose is just that they're perverts.
Oh, okay, good to know.
The
Good to know.
Scottish unicorn does not have that.
Good to know. He used to stand above us, proud as we ate dinner and all.
You clearly went to the right college.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Elena confirms that she is not virtuous enough to have caught a unicorn. Which, I mean, I don't know about you, Chris. I'm highly disappointed by. Maybe we need to choose better friends.
Yeah, well, in most modern interpretations, you don't actually need to be a virgin, which, was
But
always weird.
Do you still need to be virtuous, though?
Generally, you still need to be a person who is pure of heart. You have to have no malicious intent in you.
Oh God, what's Elena planning?
Well, who knows?
I guess we have to be on our toes from here on in. Oh yeah, we were supposed to find out.
This is also true of Galarian, Ponyta, and Rapidash, because they're psychic types, so they can read your mind. And if they sense that you're plotting anything, if they sense that you mean them harm in some way, they can tell, they can sense it, and they'll run away from you. Which
is why they have Runaway, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, they have Runaway because regular Ponyta also has Runaway, but,
It's thematically that they would still have Runaway.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh well. Now, what were we doing here? We were kind of just still running around Macalania Forest, still fighting things. And what's happening in the story, Chris? Can you catch everyone up?
What is happening in the story? Well, we're 3 temples in. We have 3 Aeons, which is nice.
Yep.
We're heading for number 4.
Yep.
Yuna has told us, I believe, that she is going to marry Seymour after all.
Yep, Seymour, the probably not evil, but almost certainly evil bad guy, proposed to the main character's love interest, and she said no. She told us she was going to say no, and now she's told us she's going to say yes. So we're now on our way to meet him, to tell him that yes, we will. Oh dear. No.
If memory serves, she doesn't actually intend to say yes, does she? She's plotting something.
I'm not 100% sure that you're right there. I think it's revealed that she intends to say yes, but in return, he's going to make up for his past sins. Whatever could those be? Apparently, we'll only know what Elena's planning when it's too late. Which doesn't sound ominous at all. What's Waka doing up here? Oh, that's right. He's now going down here. Orin can go up.
That is the best kind of plan, the kind of plan where no one knows what it is until you've already executed it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, accurate.
Secret plans are always superior to non-secret plans.
Oh god, this guy.
Oh dear.
Have you seen Donna?
Which one's Donna?
Donna? Can't say I have.
What's up?
Ah, right.
We got
The strange one with the arseless chaps.
Yes.
Damn it all! I've got to find her.
Calm down.
But if anything happens to her,
Running around in a panic is not going to help.
Oh, this is a really cute moment, I think,
Now,
actually.
you have to keep cool and
Because the last time we saw these two together,
what?
Bartello expressed his
guard your emotions, then guard your
admiration of Orin. And, now he's...
You're right.
Orin's giving him good advice.
Shall we search?
No, I've taken up enough of your time.
And this is Bartello being, a good guy. Which, to this point, we haven't seen. The sweet moment, but a little bit of a worrying moment. Because as we know, summoners keep disappearing.
Mm.
And Riku may or may not have been behind the last attempt to capture Yuna, so...
Mm.
And I say may or may not, definitely was.
Mm. And therefore may or may not know something.
It definitely does. Alright. It's pretty sad that Titus still does less damage than Lulu. Ah. Come on, Titus.
Just gotta keep practicing.
Just gotta keep practicing. Keep digging in there. Now this bastard... Who's supposed to be able to kill this? Is that Lulu?
In theory, Lulu.
Oh, should we try it? Nope, she's dead. Should we get Waka to... No, Waka can't cure her because he's... what's it called? Silenced.
Oh dear.
But he can use a Phoenix down. Oh, come on, Riku. Oh,
Eleanor points out Riku probably can't see unicorns either.
Riku absolutely cannot see, as we find out in Final Fantasy X too. Definitely can't see unicorns. She's got a wild streak, certainly.
But we have a unicorn.
We do have a unicorn. Good old Ixie Brom.
Hmm.
I wonder what he's up to at the moment. Probably school, to be fair. Since, despite the fact we are in a lockdown, schools are still open across the UK. Just about to come out of the lockdown, actually. People tell me numbers are good. I've stopped looking at the numbers because it was making me sad.
Yeah, they'll do that to you.
Oh, Kamari, getting stronger. What we like to see. Of course, Chris still in the paradise that is New Zealand right now. COVID-free and operating away with its nice little left-leaning government.
And no intention of going anywhere anytime soon.
What's going on with that, Chris? Are you going to head back to Cincinnati next year, maybe, if it's not destroyed?
Well, in theory, yeah. Like at the beginning of the next academic year in August, I'll go back. But it is sort of contingent on America not being a plague zone.
I mean, it's only minorly a plague zone at the moment. They're playing professional sports, having elections. People went home for Thanksgiving. That's definitely not going to...
and everyone's dying.
Yeah. It's not great, is it?
Farewell. That's how it's
Ohio
done.
had a new record for number of deaths in a day just a couple of days ago.
Oh, geez, that's...
156 people
in the state of Ohio.
in the state of Ohio.
Which has how many people in it?
It's more than New Zealand. It's about 10 million, I think.
In the state of Ohio?
Yeah, it's not a tiny state.
Wow.
It's substantial.
Yeah, well, I suppose it's got a number of big cities in it, doesn't it? It's got Cincinnati, it's got Cleveland.
It's got a number. It's got a number of medium-sized cities.
Yeah.
But it also has a very large rural population.
You've got a large rural population. Oh, I hate this minigame
A
too.
butterfly with rainbow wings will lead the way to secret thing.
We're not going to do this now.
Fair enough. I have no objection to this.
No, leave me alone. Also, is that a bird person?
Yes.
A lizard person?
Yes. It is both of those things. I've never been clear on whether these musician people are supposed to be just like humans in costume or some other race that
only
The
has
game never
musicians,
explains.
and that only has musicians as its members.
I guess. Maybe they're traveling musicians. Like maybe they're from another part of the world that we never see.
Yeah, I mean, them and the little blue froggy guys both confuse me.
Well, the little blue froggy guys are actually native to this region, right?
Shrug. I don't know. I do not know. Yeah. Yeah, that's not well explained. There are a couple of other Final Fantasy games though where they do go a bit more into different races that I quite like. Final Fantasy XII, although it was not overly well received as a game on the whole, I think had a bit more lore about LORE lore about the different races and how they interacted with one another. I thought it was quite good. Trying to think. In 7 there's only really the Cetra and people, right?
And whatever red is.
Oh yeah, and the Reds.
The dogs.
Yeah, the
Hyenas? What is it?
the sentient Native American dogs. Oof.
And then there's Katsu.
Who's a puppet? But then I guess there are like Moogles or Moggles or whatever they're called. That seem
I
like
think it's best not to ask.
they seem like kind of sentient, I suppose, ish. They certainly are in Final Fantasy XII. But yeah, less so in 7 and 8. 8 only has humans, right?
Oh, you're asking the wrong person.
Oh, that's right. You've had 8 described to you.
Yeah.
And described as
Unsuccessfully.
as an absolute fever dream, because it is. Maybe once we finish this game, Chris, that's the next Final Fantasy Friday. We can play
God.
8.
Oh,
I've never played 9, so
I have the impression that 9 was generally poorly received.
I think some people love 9. Well, I know some people love 9 and the characters there, but I think the art style is a little more cartoony than either 8 or 10, and I think it might get a bad rap because of that. But again, I've never played it, so I'm operating on hearsay. So maybe that's what we do after this one, Chris, if we don't want to go on to 10.2. And I don't really want to go on to 10.2. Let's Thunderbolt. Go spin! Just something to muse on. If people do have comments in the chat or later on if you're watching this video and catch up, let us know what you'd like. Of course, I am playing this on my laptop, so Final Fantasy VII the remake is not possible at this stage, and I will not play under any circumstances be playing Final Fantasy 13 because that's a terrible game.
I think they've just announced 16, haven't they?
They're doing something with 16. I'm not entirely sure. I haven't really been keeping up with it. I've just kind of been keeping half an eye on the development of Final Fantasy VII, the remake, Part 2. Because they decided that in order to remake the game, they were going to mess around with time wraiths as if they were part of the Flash TV show. Yeah, not quite sure about that decision, but it's what they decided, and as part of that, they're dividing the game up into however many pieces they can market and sell before we die.
Hmm.
And I think that's a fair summation.
Yeah, my second-hand understanding of that is very garbled.
Oh, good. Please do let us know what that is then.
Well, I understand that they have some kind of time shenanigans going on. That there is a timeline that is supposed to be preserved, and the main characters are not clear on whether they actually want to preserve it. And like, clearly they're doing this because they want to have some kind of story justification for potentially not letting Eris die.
Or not having Eris die where she dies. Spoilers for a 28-year-old game, or however old that game is now.
Yeah. Because like that is the one thing that everyone knows about Final Fantasy VII is Eris dies.
Hi, Seronimo. Nice to see you back.
Oh, hello. Excellent.
We have missed you the last few weeks, so it's good to get the gang back together.
Is that what we're doing?
I mean, in a way. We're still missing Tony, but we have Tony's surrogate in here at the moment.
That is unfair. Seronimo is his own person.
Well, we've got... I don't know why you said that, Chris. I was talking about Tony.
Hmm? Oh, the Aeon.
Yep.
Right. Tony and Spirit.
Exactly.
It is comical how much better our Aeons are than everyone else.
Well, it's kind of the one big perk of the way we're messing up this this run through, right? Is that Yuna's stats are getting buffed in a way that's far more helpful to her Aeons. No! I touched the butterfly of doom! Run away! Oh, good. I needed that. Oh, and it's this asshole. Oh,
Holiday prices
shoot.
on all items in celebration of nice.
Hmm?
Oh, I think we're about to have a boss fight, I think.
Oh yeah. The blob.
Yeah, with the blob.
The blob of doom.
Alright, that's going to be more useful to us.
Marginally.
Yeah. I mean, slightly.
Too expensive, you think?
Yeah, too pricey. Can't remember what that does. We may have messed that up and he may be charging us more in the future. But we'll see.
Wait. It is here. Somewhere.
Oh, mysterious.
What's here?
Something you should see.
Oh, we're gonna get ruined in this fight, Chris. I probably should have saved it. I probably should have saved it.
We're gonna be fine.
Also, this is just Auron being a badass. Quite like the scene. Chopping a path through a giant icicle forest. I run away? And I'm gonna quickly save it because we could die here.
It's gonna be fine.
It'll probably be fine. Might not. I might be conflating my memory of this boss with the Monster Arena version of it, which is insane. Just for the record. This is also the lake where you let monsters go in N2, isn't it?
Is it? I don't remember.
This place. It's just water, isn't it?
This is what spheres are made of.
I just observant as usual.
Preserves people's memories.
What's that?
fiends are also attracted to these places.
Well, fight the blob. Let's get Yuna away from this blob. Now, is that an attack? Yep, it's an attack, not a counter-attack. Good.
Let's see, we're gonna be fine.
Oh. Mario just got set on fire.
He deserves it.
Ah, I mean... that's harsh. Okay. He also likes to set Waka on fire, which would seem to suggest to me that it's currently fire type. And we all know ice works best against fire.
Oh yeah, Geronimo, there is always a play blitzball option at every save point. So yeah, you can just nip off to the stadium and back anytime from the middle of a dungeon, whatever, it's fine.
Yeah. It disappears at one point that I think we're coming up to. Oh, it's Thunder type now.
While we're on the run.
Yes. Yes, and while we're lost. So yeah, you can't magically return back to it from nowhere. But yeah, it's you can at any point take a break for days and weeks on end to play multiple blitzball tournaments. As you should be able to, right?
And your characters need to make time to relax, right?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's not like it's the end of the world or anything.
No.
Things have always been like this in Spira, and they will always continue to be like this. Has everyone attacked? Everyone's attacked, right? Except for Yuna.
Yes? I haven't been paying attention, I'm sorry.
Bloody hell, Chris. You're supposed to pay attention to these kinds of things. Because I certainly don't. Hey, you can't use triple fire.
Apparently it can.
Yeah, apparently it can. So if it's still fire type, let's change to Waka and try and get an ice shot. It's the white one. I'm terrible at this. Yeah!
Nice.
That's the first great I've gotten on ice reels in ice reels in a long time.
373 damage.
And I don't care, laugh if you want, Chris, but I'm proud. Oh god, it's water type now. Oh, ice type?
Damn it, Titus.
Oh, I thought Titus's thing did water damage. Why did it, that? Well, welcome back to the chat, Geronimo. In recognition of you being back in the live chat, here is your spirit animal, spirit Aeon, as it were. Let's see how this goes.
Let's.
Ah, easy, easy. We've got this.
Absolutely.
Ah, Geronimo, on fire.
Literally.
Was not, you know, that thought occurred to me, Chris, to make that joke, but I decided that it was low-hanging fruit, and that our viewers deserve
You did
better.
it anyway.
You did it.
You had the option not to say on fire.
I did. I did have that option, you're correct. But I decided not to say literally. That was the low-hanging fruit, right there. Now let's hope he hasn't changed to fire type.
Full well that I.
Because if he's changed to fire type, we're in trouble. Yeah, and the overkill. Get it.
See? Easy.
Easy as that. Don't even know why I was worried.
Neither do I.
Take that, melty blob. And we've done it. We've found it. Eject sphere.
How exciting.
All the experience.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone, and some level 2 key spheres.
Whoa, this is old. Don't know if you can play it back.
It's like a kid these days seeing a laser disc.
Left it here 10 years ago. Play it back.
We're about to get some feels, Chris.
What are you taking?
Well, you said it was gonna be a long trip. We'll be seeing a lot of neat things, right? So I thought I'd record it all in this. To show to my wife and kid, you know.
This is no pleasure cruise.
Hey, Braska. Ain't this supposed to be a grand occasion? We're the cheering fans, the crying women.
Do you think Oren's wearing the exact same clothes?
Too many goodbyes.
Yes.
Like it's the same...
Has not changed his clothes since he
If
died.
you say so.
Hey, spoilers.
Well, it better be a lot
10
more
years
colorful
ago.
when we come back. A parade for Braska,
Vanquisher of Sin. How many cigarettes do you think Jack smoked to get that voice?
From the sound of it, a couple of packs a day.
Oren, could you stand closer to him?
Yes, Hieronymo, pretty much every room before a boss fight, you can just go and play Blitzball.
Look at
It's
Oren just being too
Good.
cool.
That should do it.
Lake Macalania.
What's the matter? Afraid I
Yes,
might
always.
bite.
Jacked.
Braska, you should take one too. It'll make a great gift for little Yuna.
I suppose.
Lord Braska, we shouldn't be wasting our time like this.
What's
Oren
the
is all
hurry,
about the
man?
business.
Mm.
Let me tell you what the hurry is.
People are dying while we're out here.
What's the point? He wasn't on some pleasure cruise.
I think there's more.
Oh, rusty lip flaps again. Good work, Jax. Great recording there.
Hey,
Here we go.
if you're sitting there watching this, it means you're stuck in Spira like me. You might not know when you'll get back home, but you better not be crying. Although I guess I'd understand.
Oh,
You
look.
know what?
He's not a terrible dad.
There's a time when you have to stop crying.
Yeah, he's a
and
pretty
move
terrible
on.
dad.
Is he?
You'll be fine. Remember,
Yeah.
you're my son.
I don't think he is. I think that's debatable.
Well,
I think a lot of what we get fed of Jet
never mind, I'm no good at these things.
comes through the veil of Titus's hatred of him.
Mm.
I don't necessarily think it's that fair.
Anyways, I believe in you. Be good.
See?
Goodbye.
He's just very emotionally repressed.
I mean, I can believe he got
sounded
better
more
after
serious.
coming to Spira.
But it was too late.
He was serious. Jacked had already accepted his fate.
His fate?
Jacked he was always talking about going home to Xanarkand. That's why
You'd think
he took
Oren
all
could
those
grow a
pictures
better moustache than that.
to show them to you when he returned.
It's very fluffy.
But as he journeyed with us and came to understand Spira and Braska's resolve, it happened gradually. But Jacked changed. He decided he would join Braska in his fight against sin.
So then,
Macalania,
he gave up going home?
would that have been the first temple they visited
was
straight
his
out of,
decision.
I guess I understood.
straight out of Bivelle?
He knew there was no way back home.
Or did they have to go
Back to
all the
Xanarkand.
way back
He
to
wanted to go
Besaid?
home,
in order to then go
He knew
through
he couldn't.
the same path that we
He
took.
couldn't go on until he
I have
accepted it.
no idea.
Besides,
And I would assume you
even
can
if he had
start
found a
from
way
anywhere
back,
and do it in
I
whatever
don't think he
order.
would have left his friends behind before their
With the
journey
exception that
was
Xanakin
complete.
has to be last, right?
All right,
Yeah,
let's go, guys.
presumably.
Maybe I had to start accepting my own fate.
So you can do kind of between Bevel and Besaid in whatever order you want.
Wait. Yeah?
Jekt loved you.
Orin getting all mushy.
Oh, come on, please.
He just didn't know how to express it.
He told you, Chris.
Enough about my old man, okay?
Yeah, I
He's
mean,
just
like I said, I can believe that he got better after coming to
Okay.
Spira.
well, the only time we hear anything about
Thanks.
him in Xanakin is through Titus's veil of hatred, because as we saw in not the last episode, the episode before that, Titus was just jealous that his mum always wanted to spend time with Jekt when Jekt was around rather than spending time with him.
Hmm.
Oh look, a magic walkway. This has conveniently appeared all of a sudden. Oh. Well, if for anyone who doesn't know, that's where you get the best weapons in the game, or where you unlock the best weapons in the game. It's complicated. I don't know if we'll do it. We might do it.
I hope we don't.
We might do
If
it.
you think I'm sitting here watching you, well, you do that goddamn chocobo race 500 times.
Chocobo racing is fine.
It is not.
Let's give people their levels.
I have seriously debated myself which circle of Dante's hell you could be damned to.
Me
for
personally,
designing a chocobo race minigame.
I think you're being dramatic.
I concluded the 7th circle for violence against God.
Violence against God. Which God?
All of them.
All of them. Wow. That's not dramatic at all, Chris. Oh, we got some of these. Some more HP and some more strength for Waka. Oh, nice. Oh, and he can still move. Back to from where you came. Then up to here, the Kamari. He gets more agile and more strong. And Orin becomes more magic because, again, he's one of... Okay, his portrait doesn't look that much like him. He looks like a bad arcade, like, fighter character from the 90s. Like, he looks like a Street Fighter character there.
I don't know, I think it's just that a lot of his face is obscured normally.
What, by his gruff demeanor?
No, by his ridiculous popped collar.
It is quite the popped collar. Okay, so if we go much further past here, we're not going to be able to play Blitzball. Ever again. The next few weeks. What do we want to do? Oh, it's this dickhead.
Would you look at this? They always leave me
Yes,
behind.
Eleanor is correct that
Oh,
treachery
you
to
want me
one's
to
friends
scratch
is the
you?
9th circle. I don't think the game designers are our friends, though.
There. Good boy.
Yeah, and they'd be there for things like Final Fantasy 13 anyway.
I've always been able to tell
If
how
they were.
chocobos feel. Maybe I'd make a better chocobo breeder than chocobo
And the remake
knight,
of Final
huh?
Fantasy VII?
Hey, what job do you see me doing?
So Chris, is he a Chocobo Knight or is he a Chocobo Breeder?
You had to say it like that, didn't you?
Yeah, as soon as he said, I've never thought this before, but I got the, was it Pokemon the Abridged series?
It is, yeah.
Where Brock is a Pokemon breeder.
Hmm.
I mean, on the back of your Bellsprout chat from earlier.
Oh no.
I think he's definitely, look at him, look at that man, he's definitely a Chocobo breeder. He's not cut out to be a knight.
He isn't.
I think so too.
See, he told you.
You know, I might just give it a try.
Ugh. Ugh.
Oh, I see. Eleanor was suggesting that you could be damned to the Ninth Circle.
Me?
You'll be rich by tomorrow.
For treachery towards me.
What did I do?
Well, in this hypothetical situation, you might be making me watch Chocobo races.
Oh, he increased the price. What an ass. See if Yuna can do some attacking. Oh, look at that! She can. Oh, and Titus cannot. Good trade-off. Oh, and neither can Waka.
Oh dear.
We might be just about over our heads here. Considering that we're going to be Uniless in the very near future.
Oh no. Oh no. No Aeons.
Yeah, no Aeons to save us. Against giant worms and...
member of the entire party.
Yeah, take that. See if Lulu can do anything. Yeah. So what do we want to do then, Chris?
About what?
About our current predicament of not being very good. Do we just forge on until we can no longer forge onwards?
I think we have to.
Alright. You are the boss. Or, I'm the boss, but I will listen to you.
In fact, the boss.
Alright. Oh, I might have some news, Chris.
Oh dear. What's that?
Why, oh dear! It's some potentially good news.
I don't know, that was just instinctively what I said.
Well, I won't tell you now. If that's going to be your reaction, you don't get to know this news. Sorry, people at home, blame Chris. It's all his fault.
No, don't punish them for my foolishness.
Oh, no, they're going to get punished because of your foolishness. If you don't turn up to one of these Fridays, then I'll tell them. So that everyone except you can know. No, it's some very, very early stage news, so no promises or anything like that. But there is a chance that I may be returning in some form to the educational podcast scene.
Oh. That would be exciting.
It would be exciting. Of course, not in the old Merely Experts guise. Although, if I'm doing this other thing, I might be able to do some overlap between them and have some kind of different format for that. So there's the potential there that it could overlap. But yeah, that's all I shall say at this point. So obviously, it has something to do with my current job. So very early preliminary stages of planning that out, which I think is quite exciting. I mean, part of the reason why I started posting more again on this channel was because of a lack of opportunity to branch out and express myself creatively. Not that this is overly creative, but it's just a bit of fun, right? And yeah, so this might be an opportunity for me to do that in my working life and get paid for it. So we'll see.
Absolutely.
We'll see.
Sounds good to me.
Should we see what Machen?
Yes, of course we should.
Oh wow! Look how strong he is. Halt!
Just turned around and shoved you away.
Hey. Ah! I just phased through him.
Hmm.
I think he's the god of this world. He's a god.
He may be.
Look how strong he is.
We should definitely hear what he has to say then.
No!
I've heard Lady Yuna is to wed Maester Seymour. It is great news. I'd like to congratulate her.
Then go over and do it.
But it is a pity. I'd hoped Lady Yuna would defeat sin and bring the calm to Spain.
You're just so selfish, Machen.
Yuna's still gonna journey, even after she's married.
Ah, that is also great news. Her resolve is admirable.
I think he's definitely a god. Alright, what's Riku want?
Go now. I'm tired of waiting.
That floor must be so cold.
Hmm.
Yuna's really quiet.
Compared to her normal boisterous self.
Seriously? A wedding's not supposed to make people feel this bad, huh?
This is kind of a hint that maybe he shouldn't do it.
I say what I want, ever since I was a kid.
He who?
Oh, so you're an adult now?
Oh, they.
You know it.
Oh.
It's a good burn from Titus, actually.
Anything can happen.
Thanks, Oren.
Make sure you're prepared, right?
Oh, I'm so sad that Oren doesn't get a
Titus
reply
is
to
just
that.
sassing everyone today.
Temple not far. Why stop here?
Oh, Kamari has a point. Hmm?
Don't forget to smile, remember?
Oh,
Titus,
you're right.
it's 2020. We can't just be wandering around telling girls to smile, okay?
Mm.
Not the done thing. Isn't that right, Chris?
Indeed.
Indeed, indeed. Hmm. You say a longsword. Who knows? Should we get going? Should we continue on this path?
I think we may as well. Can't stay there forever.
Thorima, you are right. It is 2020. We can't just walking around is a problem.
Hmm. Yeah, this is true.
We've been expecting
Oh man.
Unless
this
we
dude.
live in New Zealand.
you decided to
Yeah.
come so soon.
Well, in fact, there are a lot of people around the world who are capable of just wandering around.
Lord Seymour sends
legally,
his
at least.
apologies for having left without notice.
It's quite all right. I
God,
have
I hate-
one question, if I may, sir.
Milady?
I want to keep journeying, even if I marry. Do you think that Maester Seymour would let me?
But of course,
Of course, my lady.
lady. Lord Seymour wishes nothing else, I'm sure.
Goodbye.
We just punch him in his smug face.
Hmm.
Well, we must follow Grotto tradition. I'll have to ask you to wait here a little while longer. I'll send someone to escort you.
We're all with you. Do as you will.
Thank you.
Oren
Sorry.
saying,
That was your line.
Oren breaking the fourth wall.
Yuna!
Hmm.
Yes, sir.
Oh, what could go wrong, Chris?
Oh no!
I'll bet.
Absolutely nothing.
We'll just leave them to it, huh?
Yeah, they'll be fine.
Ta-da, ta-da. Do we still have Yuna with us, theoretically, in this? No! Oh, this is a bad idea, Chris. Why did you tell me to do this?
Well, let's do something. We can't just stay in an inn on the edge of a frozen lake forever.
You know, I think it's the same argument for people saying that we need to leave our homes, Chris. I think it's irresponsible of you to bring it up, and I'm very disappointed. I expected a more responsible message from you. Sometimes it's okay to, you know, stay at home. Or stay at an inn on the edge of a frozen lake.
Yeah, I think in this circumstance though, we do have to save the world at some point.
Oh, Donna can do it. He was all keen to, right? Yeah, why not?
I like you to rethink that statement.
Ah, Donna's great. She's got
Donna is not.
She's got her assless chaps and her hunky boyfriend. It's not her boyfriend, but is her boyfriend. They've got the whole will they, won't they thing going on. It would make for great characters. I propose that we change the entire narrative and just start following them from now on.
Imagine if Donna did save the world, though. She'd be insufferable.
Yeah, imagine like a choose-your-own-ending version of this. Can I rest? Am I allowed to rest now? Oh, I can rest!
Would it not let you? Oh no.
No, I can rest. I can rest if I need to. I can play Blitzball still.
Yeah, Yuna's being attacked. Let's just nip off for a quick game.
Yeah. Quick, let's play the Albed Sykes now. While they're down 3 members.
Now that's tactics.
Why did he jump off his snowmobile?
Thank you.
I don't.
Seems like he had the tactical advantage.
Lady Yuna.
Ah, I see the Albed have already mastered running in slow motion. Oh god, it's another Blitzball cannon, isn't it? Oh no, that one looks like a Gatling gun.
Oh. They've stepped up their game.
They really have.
No.
Sounds like magic and Aeon are exactly the same.
He's gonna use an anti-magic field on us.
I guess they're loan words.
I guess so. Oh well. Let's see what we can do.
Also, there's Titus again asking for a translation from a language he definitely speaks.
Yeah, he definitely understands all of. Oh, this little bastard.
Is Lancet not magic?
No, it's special, Chris.
Ah. An anti-magic field is not an anti-special field.
No, absolutely not. You can still chair and aim and lance it. You know, those key.
Yeah. Three things that normal humans can definitely do.
Yeah.
Cheer and aim and lance it.
Do you know where Lancet comes from? Like, at all?
I do not. I do not know the origins
of the term Lancet.
I'll see if I can investigate.
As far as I'm aware, it doesn't really come up in any other game. Oh, a lunar curtain. That is nearly useful. This guy... Oh. He's out of range. Good thing we can still lance it.
Apparently it's something that Dragoons can do in several Final Fantasy games.
There hasn't been a Dragoon for a while.
Yes, sometimes it's just called Lance, not Lancet.
So you're just using a lance?
I guess. Other times, Dragon Sword or Spirit Surge.
Well, those all sound like things.
Hmm.
I mean, I have to say, Lancet has really saved us a number of times already in this this playthrough.
Cast your spells now.
Yeah, because it's the only thing that works when your characters can't do anything.
Yuno's the only one who hasn't used anything. Let's go, Ixibron! It is, of course, is a machine, so we can...
Should be weak to lightning?
Should be weak to lightning. The age-old Final Fantasy trope.
So much for anti-magic.
Well, no, we destroyed the little anti-magic thing.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly. Get down.
They needed to build a better one.
Mana Beam in 2 turns. Oh, it's going to assault us. Alright. Well, Ixibron. Destroy. It's interesting that Pokemon didn't take on that dynamic of machines taking extra damage from electric things. Because steel types don't particularly care about electricity, do they?
Yeah. Well, in the first games in Red and Blue, like there were a couple of machine Pokemon that were electric
types. Yeah.
So they've kind of taken it the other way. Electricity fuels machines.
Yeah. But even then, when they introduced steel types, they didn't change that at all.
Which is strange, given the water conducts electricity logic.
Yeah.
That they also go with metal conducts electricity.
I guess electric types would have just been too powerful then. Like, it's
Possibly.
already quite a strong type, isn't it? So yeah, maybe it's just would have been too strong. Didn't work with the balance. Not that they got the balance of steel type right in that first generation. Oh no, Lulu's dead. And it's charging another Mana Beam.
What else is new?
Good thing we've got Waka and his amazing white magic of life. And then we can get Yuna to, for the final time, for a little while, use a summon. And Seronimo, you do make a good point. I said Seronimo makes a good point. Not all steel types are machines.
Yeah, but all metal does conduct electricity.
Yeah.
Machine or not. Yeah, making electric types weak to water is a way to balance that. Do we like that?
I don't know. It's an interesting thing because in
water
real
is also a very strong type.
In real life, right? Pure water doesn't conduct electricity.
Right. You need to have ion in it to carry the charge.
Yeah. Oh, I'm upset I didn't overkill that thing. But it's interesting that Pokemon doesn't have many kind of mutual weaknesses, right? There are very few things that are weak to each other. It's normally.
Is there anything?
I don't think there is. I mean,
there's a couple of types that are weak to themselves. Ghost and Dragon. But I don't think there's any pairs of two types that are. In Generation 1 there was Bug and Poison, but that was changed.
Yeah. Oh no.
Aistra guardian of Yuna, Wika? Yuna kva, Fafen Kintran, Krak kva.
Oh no. It's a moment of truth.
Well, yes, I had to, really.
How come you speak Al Bhed?
Ha!
Why?
Well,
Because I'm Al Bhed, and that was my brother.
You knew? Why didn't you tell me?
We knew you'd be a
Because you're a filthy racist, Waka. What do you mean, why didn't we tell you?
You're wrong. We have nothing against Yevon.
But you, Al Bhed, used the forbidden machina. You know what that means? Sin was born because people use machina.
I mean, that's kind of true.
Show me proof.
It's in Yevon's teaching. Oh, not that you know.
That's not good enough. Yevon says this, Yevon says that. Can't you think for yourself?
Well, then you tell me. Where did sin come from, huh?
I don't know.
You badmouth Yevon, and that's all you can come up with.
It's like watching an interrogation from the 10th century.
Nothing will ever change that way.
How do you know the Earth is the middle of the universe? The Bible says so.
There might be a way to stop it, you know?
Sin will be gone once we atone for our past mistakes.
When?
Will it though?
If we keep faith in Yevon's teachings, it will be gone one day.
Why do I even bother?
Riku. Will this move?
Yes!
We're not using that, are we? Wait. Sir Aron isn't Al Bhed.
come on, Waka.
What?
I mean, getting angry just because you found out Riku's an Al Bhed. You guys got along fine till now, didn't you?
That's different. I mean...
Well, I don't claim to know that much about Spira. And I probably know even less about the Al Bhed, but I know Riku's a good person. She's just Riku.
Lou?
Just think of this as an opportunity to learn more about the Al Bhed.
Let him go.
An opportunity.
Give him time to think.
Okay, Titus and Lulu fighting casual racism.
To apologize for.
All right, let's ride.
You sure you know how to drive this?
Oh, Jesus.
Better than Kamari does.
Here's one of the best lines. Ah, we got Lulu. You can get a number of different people on this ride.
I hope that you're not too mad at Waka.
Hey, not at all.
Thank you.
Yeah, you can get
Say,
Riku,
what
and
do you
it's
think of Riku?
a big chat.
She's fun to be with.
Giggity.
That all?
Well, I can tell she's not a bad person.
Yeah. You know what the problem is? She's just another Al Bhed to Waka. Waka's head is as hard as a rock. I bet it's because of Yevon, or you know, something like that.
Well, there's more to it than that.
Yeah, Titus, he's got layers.
Like the Al Bhed because of his brother Chapu.
Oh, he used a Machina weapon, right? And got
Yeah,
killed by
Waka's
Sin.
racist for complex reasons.
Killed by my old man. Damn you, Jack.
What?
No, nothing.
Subtle, good Titus.
Someone like a human become Sin ever?
I can't say that I
Just
know.
bring that up out of nowhere.
But why?
Just a thought.
Sin is the punishment for, and the incarnation of crimes we have.
Again, it's not wrong, is it?
So no one really knows what it is.
There's no need to know, so no one asks. You run or you fight. That is really all you can do. There's no sense brooding over it.
What, that's all? I mean, you don't even wonder?
You really do come from a world where there is no sin, like you say.
Yep. Well, I mean, sin does turn up every now and then. Right. So, Chris.
So, Jim.
It's 5 minutes to time.
Mm-hmm.
Do we push through? Because I think what happens next is going to take more than 5 minutes. Or do we have a couple of battles, live our life without Yuna for a little while, and get some levels?
Is there a save point?
Oh, that's a great point. There must be one.
I think there is one inside the temple. I think if we enter the temple, we do get to walk around in there. I don't think we immediately go into like.
But can we come back out?
Stuff. Do we need to?
Well, I was just wondering if we wanted to hang out for a little while outside, leveling up before we go in and use this save point. I mean, this one battle might take us more than 5 minutes.
Yes, it might.
Given how terrible our team is.
Also, like, I think it's okay if we call time 2 minutes early.
I don't know if the adoring fans will agree with you. They've given up their
fans adoring.
No.
Would any of the listeners describe themselves as adoring?
Or adoring adjacent. We lost our person.
I don't even think I'm adoring.
Oh, I'm hurt, Chris. We only Skype each other during these sessions at the moment. Thought you enjoyed our weekly hangouts.
I do, but adoring is a bit much, you know?
I feel so let down. Seronimo, I played a little bit of Pokemon Uranium. I mean, it is it's a in-universe makes sense that game mechanic for the nuclear types. So yeah, it was a neat concept for that game specifically, but I'm not necessarily sure it would translate outside of that specific context. Your thoughts, Chris?
Yeah. Can we have a nuclear type in ordinary Pokemon? Probably
no,
not.
But I mean, not just the nuclear type, but the mechanics behind how it worked. Like, it makes complete sense for that type, and that type makes complete sense in that specific universe. But I'm not sure that you could do either outside of that universe.
Yeah, I don't know if I got far enough in the game to comment. I don't know if I ever actually encountered a nuclear Pokemon.
Yeah, I did not get very far in that game either. Not for want of trying. Okay.
Oh. Eleanor's condemning us both to the Ninth Circle for not being sufficiently adoring towards each other.
Ah, I was adoring. Also, who gave her these powers?
Dante.
She's not even a medieval historian.
Details. She's post-antique. That's everything after antiquity is medieval to you, right?
No. She's modern. She's well into the modern era. Not even close. Oh, nope. So it's interesting where different people put the start of the modern era. Almost as interesting as when you put the...
For instance, you put it in AD 476.
Maybe maybe you do it at the First Crusade. I mean, 1066 was an important year, right? You can put it there.
At the start of the modern era. 1066.
Yeah. All the important things happened that year.
Lost my gang.
Yeah, she just gave us money. I guess it's hush money.
Mm.
Well, I mean, you take it that far, Eleanor, you could say that we all just about probably have an ancestor in the Divine Comedy. Just based on, you know, how generations work.
Halt! The likes of her are not welcome in this hallowed place.
Oh,
She is a
it's
guardian.
our first run-in with these dicks.
Al Bhed? A guardian? Preposterous.
Not as preposterous as a dead guy as a guardian.
To be Yuna's guardian now. And that's all I
Or a
want.
make-believe
Well, Adam and Eve
guy.
are in the
That's
Divine
all
Comedy, so
one
really we
needs
all
to
have
be a
ancestors
guardian.
in there.
Very well.
Shame.
Will hold you personally responsible for anything you do.
Titus! Of all people to hold personally responsible. It's Titus. The guy who isn't even real. Alright, kids. We've found a save point. It is that time. I would like to thank you all for joining us. It's always nice to see old friends in the chat. So yeah, thanks Ronwa for joining us. Thanks Eleanor as always, and thanks for all the silent watchers. We don't know who you are, but you know who you are. And yeah, if you're watching this to catch up, thanks to you as well. I've had fun. Have you had fun, Chris?
Absolutely.
Let's see if I can frame Titus's head in Trommel's hair. Oh, he's too tall. We're nearly completely hidden. It's a perfect disguise. But yeah, that's all for this week. I hope you've enjoyed us. Of course, give us a like if you have. Subscribe if you haven't. You guys probably have all subscribed. Don't need to tell you that. And keep your eyes out in the next 24 hours for Chris's new blog post on Galarian, Ponyta, and Rapidash. Anything else coming up on the blog, Chris?
Not imminently, I don't think.
Not imminently. Well, in that case, I will plug the A Pokemon Trainer Is You series, which is in its off week now. There'll be a new post next Friday by the time we're doing this again. So go over to Chris's blog and check that out. It's a great story which has how many thousand words and counting at the moment, Chris?
Oh, too many.
Too many thousand words and counting.
I haven't been counting. I don't know. It is a large number.
Good, good. Well, do go and check that out. Also plug to Eleanor and Chris's paper that they gave on Pokemon and natural history. Like actual natural history and the intersection between the two. At TrinityCon, was that right, Chris?
Trinity History Con?
Trinity History Con?
Yeah, if you Google Trinity History Con, the WordPress page will come up, and that's got a link to the YouTube channel. For some reason, if you search Trinity History Con in YouTube, it doesn't come up, but yeah, it can be found by Google.
I also posted a link in the comments section of last week's Final Fantasy Friday video, so if you want to find it there, you can. Anyway, enough from me, enough plugging things. I've been Jim the Editor, and I hope you hear from me soon.